we've reached the end of our factoring techniques. The sum and difference of cubes. So look what I'm going to do as you're writing that down. I'm going to put the last two bubbles. Sum of cubes, difference of cubes. Last two techniques. I'm excited. You guys look excited too. Bad joke. Here we go. For an extra stamp, what does difference mean in math? Subtract. Thank you. So remind me, you're going to have someone besides Ekasan. What does sum mean in math? Add. Got two Vielas, McNair, two-way tie. Unless someone disputes that. Anyone got tied with them? All right, so extra stamp. You two remind me. Watch. This means add. This means subtract. We already went over a factoring technique that had the word difference in it. Remember difference of two squares. A squared minus B squared becomes A plus B, A minus B. Now what I'm saying is, look, difference of cubes. What power does cube involve? 3, the third power. So for instance, let me give you an example. What if we had x cubed minus, let's go, 8. Look at that. What about example? Let's just dive right into the examples. You know what we're doing. I'm just showing you another pattern, so I don't need no crazy long intro. Here's example 1. Is that a difference of two cubes? How would you write 8 as a cube? Doesn't look like a cube to me. 2 to the what? Right, so watch this now. Let me rewrite it as a difference of two cubes. Write it with me. X cubed minus 2 cubed. Now we got a difference of 2 cubed. Difference, that's subtraction. Exxon told me that earlier. Difference of 2 cubes. There's a pattern now. Look at what the pattern is. It's crazy. It's trippy. But we can actually factor this. We can factor this difference of 2 cubes, and this is how it goes. So right here, I'm going to put pattern. Let me introduce you to the pattern. Here we go. A squared minus B squared becomes this. Check this out. Put your seatbelt on. Oh, wait. Squared. Sorry.
I always crashed right.
That was what, 5? That was like 3 minutes already done. A cubed minus B cubed. And your criticism is on YouTube too, by the way. You guys, that's gonna be for the ages. It's fun though. Here we go. A cubed minus B cubed becomes this. Watch this. A minus B. Look at this. It's weird. Times you'll get a trinomial. Believe it or not. Look at this. It becomes A squared plus AB, whatever AB is, plus B squared. It's weird. So if you have this pattern, it'll always become this pattern if you care to factor it. If you desire to factor it, it becomes a binomial times a trinomial of all things. Weird. It's funky and weird and freaky, but it works out, and I'll show you. Let's go back over here. Example 1. I got a difference of 2 cubes. Let me just follow the pattern now. My A value is my x, notice. My B value is the 2. So I'm just going to follow this pattern here. That's all I'm going to do. I'll just plug and chug. Watch. Watch. I'll use green. Actually, I'll stay with red. Here we go. So a difference of 2 cubes becomes a binomial times a trinomial. Let me write the binomial first. The binomial is A minus B. So my A is x. My B is 2. Okay, there's my binomial. Okay, I'm just following this pattern, you guys. This is really A small amount of thinking is going on right now. It's not high level thinking. I'm just following the pattern. Can you follow? That's all. This measuring that scale. Can you follow directions? It's not high level math. A minus B, there's A minus B. A squared, what's my A? It's X, okay, X squared. Plus AB, what's A times B? Well, what's A? Well, it's X, what's B? 2, what's X times 2? 2X. That's easy, then plus B squared. What's my B? 2, so it's 2 squared. What's 2 to the second power? Thank you. We're done. Here's our factors. Believe it or not. What if someone walked in right now in the back of my class and said, Mungia, you're a phony. Those are not the factors. You're a phony. You're fake. I would laugh, but then how would I prove that person wrong? Multiply them. What? So I'm going to multiply them. You can just watch me. If you want to do it on your own, just watch me. I'm going to prove that this binomial times this trinomial is actually x to the third minus 8. Watch. Let me prove it now. I'll use black for the Raiders. How many games do they won? 1-1. Against the Browns, too, of all teams. That was horrible. Not only my Dodgers lost the World Series. No, it's just jam-packed today. Just sit on that back. That's for me today. Sorry, Miss. All right, watch this. I'm going to prove. I'll take care of you right now. Watch this. X times this, X times that, X times that. That's how we multiply, right? Polynomials. We did it about a month ago. Negative 2 times this, negative 2 times that, negative 2 times that. Let's see. You mean to tell me, Mungia, that all this crap multiply is going to become x squared, x cubed minus 8? Yes, watch. Watch this. X times x is x cubed. X times 2x is 2x squared. X times 4 is 4x. So far, so good. Negative 2 times x squared is negative 2x squared. Negative 2 times a positive 2x is a negative 4x. Negative 2 times a 4 is a negative 8. Let's do our like terms now. Like terms, 2x squared minus 2x squared, 0. 4x minus 4x, 0. Look what I got left. X cubed minus 8. That's what we start off with. So remember, factors just stuff you multiply to get the other stuff. I just showed you it worked. I proved that naysayer, that doubter. Okay? So, I'm going to put sum of cubes, actually the difference of cubes, was a cubed minus b cubed on the board here. That becomes a minus b times a squared plus ab plus b squared. Now for our last technique. So that's a difference of cubes. Now we're going to do a sum of cubes, the addition of two cubes. You can actually factor it, believe it or not. Here we go. So example 2, I'll put in red again. Let me give you a sum of two cubes. And we're done. A sum of two cubes. Here we go. Let us try 8a cubed plus 1. 8a cubed plus 1. Mendoza, phone's away. Is that a sum of two cubes? Is the first question. No? Can I rewrite this as something cubed plus something else cubed? Can I write 8a cubed as something to the third power? How would I write this as something cubed plus something cubed? What would go in the parentheses here to make this? 2a, okay. 2a cubed, look at 2a quantity cubed becomes 8a cubed, because 2 to the third power is 8. Right, Rios? What about 1? 1, okay, 1 to the third power, that's 1. 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. Right? Let's keep going. Let me show you the pattern now. So we have example 2 off to the right. Let me write pattern. So write the we did the pattern for the difference of 2 cubes up here. Look at there it is. Let me show you the pattern for the sum of 2 cubes. Yes, Ms. Johnson. We're good? Okay. Here we go, pattern. Check this out. What if we have a sum of 2 cubes? Look what the pattern says. Check out the pattern. The sum of 2 cubes, let's say a cubed plus, now look at plus b cubed. A plus b, look at the same binomial. Hey, it's kind of looking at the same thing. Instead of a minus b, though, it's a plus b. It's looking like the difference of 2 cubes so far. Let's keep going. Another trinomial. Look at a squared minus ab now. Look at the difference of 2 cubes became a plus ab. For the sum, it's going to be a minus ab. It's almost the exact same thing. And then I got a plus b squared. It just works out that way. It's just the logic of the math, right? So it's like that's just the way it behaves. If that makes sense. In other words, after you multiply everything out, it becomes the a to the third, 8a to the third plus 1. Let's follow this pattern now. Let's follow the pattern here. A cubed, b cubed. My a is 2a, my b is 1. All I'm going to do is plug and chug, and I'm rocking and rolling. I'm done. Right, Gonzalez? Here we go. Here we go. A is 2a, b is 1. Let me just follow this now. I got a binomial and a trinomial. A plus b is my binomial, so that's going to be 2a plus 1. And then I have a squared. My a is 2a, so 2a squared becomes 4a squared now. So 2a to the second power becomes 4a squared. So I'm just following that, a squared. My a value is 2a. Take that to the second power, it becomes 4a squared. How about this now, minus ab? A is 2a, b is 1. What's 2a times 1? It's just 2a. This is my minus ab. Again, a was 2a. B is 1. Multiply those puppies out, you get a negative 2a. Plus b squared. My b is 1. 1 to the second power is 1. Here's our factors, ladies and gentlemen. So watch this. Let me write the last pattern here. Look at this. Sum of cubes. A cubed plus b cubed becomes a plus b times the trinomial a squared minus ab plus b squared.